Okay, so I'm just gonna be doing my regular makeup, nothing special. So I'm just gonna, I have 2 elastics. I'm just gonna start with putting up my hair so it's not in my face. So my sister is playing piano really loudly and I told her to stop, but she didn't. So if you hear that, I'm so sorry. So I just cleaned my face with some water and washed my hands, so I'm not making my face dirty. I'm just using moisturizer to start, but I do have like pretty oily skin, so this is a moisturizer for acne, and so it doesn't make me like look greasier. First I'm gonna use this primer. It's got like sunscreen in it, so I'm just gonna put that all over my face. And the next thing is this oil mattifier. I just use it because of my oily skin, because if I wear foundation for like a super long time, then my skin will get like greasy and it looks gross. My foundation just starts like coming off, and I hate when that happens. So I know my background kind of looks like a elementary school, but that's just what my bedroom is right now. In a few months it'll be completely different because I'm moving, but for now this is all I have. So the next thing I usually do, my skin isn't that bad. If it was super bad right now, I'd probably put on a bit of concealer first, but I'm just gonna put my foundation on now, and the brand is Glow Minerals, and it's a mineral foundation like I just said. It's in the color Honey Fair. It's kind of a tiny bit dark, but it's gonna be summer soon, so I'm not gonna buy a new one because this stuff's pretty expensive. And I like to use a foundation brush. I used to use a beauty blender, but I find that it just sucks up too much of the foundation and then it's a waste. So yeah, I just put it straight onto my face with the pump, and then I just use the brush to put it on. Depending how bad my skin is, I'll do like more or less. So it's not super bad right now, so I'm not gonna do so much foundation. The next thing I usually do is I just use a beauty blender and just like go over the foundation, because sometimes it's like there'll be too much on my skin. So this just takes off any extra and then makes it more even. Okay, so next I am going to use this concealer. It's one of these things. I don't even know what it's called. These have a name, but I like them better in the tube, so I can just like put it straight on my face. I just put it anywhere that I have like any obvious spots and always under my eyes and stuff. And then I just blend that with a beauty blender. Okay, so now I have foundation and concealer on. The next thing I'm gonna do is use my powder. I use the MAC Prep and Prime translucent powder. I don't know. I find it really difficult to use because of like I don't know why, but the thing that it's in, like when I put it on, it just goes everywhere. It's a good powder and I like it, but I just don't know how to use it. And then I get it in my mouth and it tastes so bad. I don't even know what I do with this. I kind of just like pat it all over my face. It's kind of like baking, but not really, because I don't do it properly. But this just helps to keep my face from getting oily, and I look really stupid when I have this on, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so now that I look insane, I just leave it on while I do my eyebrows. I don't do that much Holy, I can't speak. I don't do that much to my eyebrows, except I use one of these, like, spoolies or whatever, and I just brush through, because I always get foundation in them from doing my makeup, so I just brush through them, and then I fill in, like, a little bit at the end, because that's where it can get kind of, I don't know, there's spots where it's not, I can't talk and do this. There's spots where it's kind of less, there's less eyebrow hairs, so yeah, I just do that, and then I brush it to blend it in, and then I usually do a tiny bit at the beginning. So yeah, and depending on the day, sometimes I'll do a little bit more, but I don't know, I don't usually wear that much in my eyebrows because they're kind of dark already, especially compared to my hair. They're pretty dark. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use this big brush and get rid of all the powder. Got it in my mouth. Okay, so the next thing that I do is bronzer. Oh my gosh, my shirt. I can't find it. Okay, so I actually can't find my bronzer. Just kidding, it's in the wrong drawer. Okay. So I just use this brush. It's nothing, it's not a special brush. I don't even know what kind of brush you're supposed to use for this, but I don't even do much of this. I just kind of do it like on my cheekbone, I guess. And the other one. And then a tiny bit like on the edges of my forehead and the other side. And then just like under here, just kind of blend my foundation in. And then I also use an eyeshadow brush, and then I do a little bit of bronzer like right on the crease of my eyelid. I don't usually wear eyeshadow, but I just like putting a little bit of this bronzer on my eyelid. I don't do it in any certain way. I just kind of put it in the crease and then a bit on my eyelid, and then a little bit underneath my eye. And there's an eyelash in my eye. Now I do my mascara, and I use this Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is my favorite. I have a whole bunch of other ones here. Like this one, I tried, and it's good, but it kind of, like, the brush is huge, and it dries out kind of fast. And then this one, it's fine, but, like, I like this one better. Yeah, so I don't know, I just prefer this one, and it's so cheap. It's just from the drugstore. And it really, I can't speak. I don't curl my eyelashes because this one, like, I don't know, it just holds them up, I guess. I'm just gonna put this on. I don't do it any special way. Okay, so I'm done my mascara, but I always make a mess. So I just use a Q-tip and clean up around wherever I made a mess. Okay, so that's done. I don't do much. I just put some chapstick on. I just use it random. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's pretty much what I do every day for my makeup if I'm wearing it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like, and just be nice, because yeah. Okay, bye.